He comes to and supports American Alpha.
Well, that sounds amazing. I mean, never say never here, right? I saw him in the gym training at the hotel this morning, by the way, and it was insane watching him train. Still trains hard. He was out training me. It was unbelievable. You think he'd take a day off once in a while, but he doesn't. We would love to work with him. We would love to sit with him for a minute and just talk to him and pick his brain, because Kurt kind of paved the way for guys like Jason and I. He did successfully for a long time what Jason and I are now trying to do. So if there's one guy for us that could help us out, he's the man.
One more guy. Shelton Benjamin is medically cleared.
Sure.
The four of you.
So that's great, and we get comparisons to those guys a lot of times, you know, which to us is a compliment, because they were a great tag team as well. So you never know what the future holds. Yes, exactly. You never know what the future holds. Especially, I don't know what his plans are, what the plans are for him. But you know, any guy like that I have all this respect for about what they've done, I would have it'd be the utmost honor to work with. Yeah.
You've been called up to WWE for rough about a year now.
Sure.
Yeah. It's a bit of a struggle. It's a bit different to get the WWE crowd behind it than the NXT crowd.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, so that's kind of an adjustment that we had to make really early on, and we were very honest with ourselves about, you know, when we first go to SmackDown Live, people probably aren't going to know us. They're not going to be very familiar with us, because not everybody watches NXT. So we try to prepare ourselves for that and do our best to show them who American Alpha is whenever we can. And the more opportunities we get to do that, the better. And we're going to try to show our personality as much as we can. And I think the more that people get to see that and get behind us, they'll see a different side of us other than just the wrestling. And then, you know, I think people are really going to start to get it.
Yeah. And I mean, if you would think that from the outside, having a guy like Kurt Angle work with you, that would help to get that point across, I think.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Kurt was this great example of somebody who walked that line so well, of being able to do hilarious and comedy all the time. But whenever the bell rang, you never questioned him for 1 second. You knew that he was going to get you. You knew he was serious and intense. And so he's a prime example of someone who's been very successful of that.
What do you think about Jeff and Matt Hardy? Will they come back to WWE?
I put them in the same category as Kurt and these other guys we've talked about. I don't know if they'll come back. I haven't heard anything about that. But they're one of the greatest tag teams of all time. No question about it. And they've had legendary matches, especially at WrestleMania that's coming up. Like, it'd be, if they did come back, what an honor it would be for Jason and I to share a ring with guys like that have had all this influence over tag team wrestling, you know, over the past 20 years. It'd be an honor.
Yeah, and do you prefer like a normal match, a ladder match, a cage match, or what do you like?
So I prefer a normal match, and the longer the better. I like 2 out of 3 falls. I like 30-minute matches, things like that. Jason and I kind of get better as the time grows, you know what I mean? The longer we wrestle, the better we get. So I like matches that are throw down, simple, straightforward wrestling, but last as long as possible. I love it.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Nice to